정말 그 보는 성과가 있어야 될 텐데 그러려면 어떤 것을 좀 더 신경 써야 될까요, 교수님?
현장 선생님들의 말씀을 들으면서 우리 그 전문가들이 해야 될 일이 굉장히 많다고 생각이 됩니다. 첫째는 다양한 컨텐츠를 개발해서 현장의 욕구를 다 충족시켜야 되겠다 하는 생각이 들고요. 그 다음에 두 번째는 현장 선생님이나 학부모나 컨텐츠를 잘 활용할 수 있는 교사 교육도 참 필요하고요. 그 다음에 학부모님들한테도 그런 교육이 물론 있어야 된다고 생각이 되고, 국가로 볼 적에는 이런 교육 환경을 잘 설치할 수 있는 그런 그 지원이 급선무라고 생각이 됩니다. 그래서 이런 총체적인 그 지원 하에서 이런 21세기 ICT를 활용한 디지털 교과서 활용, e-러닝의 기반 구축, 모든 것이 잘 이루어져서 교육이 성공적으로 될 수 있다고 생각이 됩니다.
그렇습니다. 정말 이런 것들이 정말 결과적으로 나올 때에 우리가 개천에서 용이 나올 수도 있는 거고요. 이제 사교육비가 절감이 돼서 부모들도 좀 허리 펴고 본인들의 삶도 좀 있는 그런 정말 행복한 나라가 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 오늘 함께해 주신 교육과학기술부 최규봉 사무관님, 그리고 먼 길 달려오신 우리 효신초등학교 황성경 선생님, 쌍유초등학교의 최근세 선생님, 감사의 말씀드립니다. 고맙습니다.
감사합니다. 자, 라이브 토킹 이슈 다음은 영어 교육 관련 뉴스를 하나 전해드리겠습니다. 지난 9월 2일과 3일, OECD 교육 차관 회의가 서울에서 열렸다고 하죠?
네. 자, 교육과학기술부와 OECD가 공동 주최했습니다. 이번 회의에서는 세계 각국의 고위 교육 정책자들이 모여서요, 교육 개혁 실행상 도전에 대한 대응이라는 주제로 허심탄회하게 의견을 나눴다고 합니다.
자, 그래서 저희 라이브 토큰 이슈가 OECD 교육정책위원회 미스터 그레고리 위즈버그 씨를 만났는데요. 자, 그 회의에서 어떤 방안들이 논의가 됐는지 화면으로 먼저 만나보시겠습니다.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
From your profile, and I know you from OECD Education Policy Committee, and what is your work exactly?
I'm a senior analyst in the Education Training Policy Division of the OECD Education Directorate. And the OECD, as you may know, is an international organization, and we give countries policy advice on a whole range of issues. And I work principally on issues related to education, education in labor markets, and education and economic performance.
The title of the meeting is Addressing the Challenges of Policy Implementation in Education. And what motivation make like that?
OECD has been in the business of giving policy advice to countries practically from the time we were set up in the 1960s. We do a lot of research into the problems that countries are facing and policies that might solve those problems. Hadn't happened with the teachers, for example. Teachers were not adequately prepared for this. They hadn't even been trained for this kind of thing in their professional development. And so these were the kinds of things that we looked at a little bit in our review, but we didn't look in detail. We didn't ask ourselves the question. And so these were the kinds of questions that we were trying to address in this meeting on meeting the challenges of education reform.
From the press in Korea, and Korean government is happy about the result of the meeting. And you satisfied with the meeting? And then you explain the result.
We're satisfied. This is the first time any committee at the OECD has talked about this question of how you implement reform. And they stayed for the entire meeting. We had a good group of people. They stayed for the entire meeting. It was a lively discussion, raised a lot of questions, didn't give us too many answers, but it's pointing us in what I think are important directions. Before you can really move ahead with policy, you've got to have consensus on what the problems are. There's a need for having good evidence, good data that provides a platform for a good political discussion. And so, I mean, it's important to bring all these things to the table, and that's a helpful process.
From your saying, and it is important for the teachers involved the reform process. So, could you give Korean government some ideas or the kind of advice?
We did a review of education in Scotland, and we just finished that review at the end of 2007. And it was very interesting because the Scots have been carrying out a series of reforms regarding testing and assessment, curriculum, inspection, and they started these reforms in 2000, 2001 with a reform of teachers. The teaching, the development of teachers, the hiring of teachers, the pay of teachers, the job that teachers do in the classroom, the teaching contract, and so forth. But teachers were involved in all that. Our particular recommendations is really beside the point because they're really they've started a process and it continues, and the teachers are fully involved in it.
What is your impression of Korean educational development?
Korean system is really a remarkable system. I mean, here is what you have in Korea, a country that has just jumped from being sort of at the back of the OECD pack in terms of economic development, in terms of GDP per capita, in terms of levels of educational attainment, to, I mean, they were not in the OECD in 1960, but if we look at where Korea stood in 1960 and compare it to where it stands now, it's what they call the Korean miracle. It's absolutely remarkable. And here we have Korea right up there by our measures on things like completion of upper secondary education, scores like things like PISA. You know, Korea is always right up at the top, which is really remarkable. That said, I mean, there's some contradictions here in Korea. And I mean, I don't think the solution to something like that is to turn around and say, we're too educated. You've got assets. It's a question of how you make use of those assets, because it is an enormous richness, which has already been the basis for the first Korean miracle, or the big question as to how that happens. But what's also needed is continued transformation in the parts of the productive economy where those young people are going after they complete education.
What is the main function of OECD Education Policy Committee?
Our core purpose is to do what we can to improve the role that education plays in raising the quality of life for citizens of the OECD countries. You know, one of the things that we need to be judging education systems on is first on, are they doing better today than they did yesterday? But it's not enough, because you also have to ask, are we keeping up with what's going on in other countries? But we also spend a lot of time trying to identify innovations that work in countries, and then talking to other countries about what those innovations are, and possibly how they might be adapted to another country. And that's terribly important, putting people in touch with each other.
Thank you very much, Anna, for your great conversation.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very
bye-bye.
much.
네, 이번 OECD 교육 차관회의는 21개 OECD 회원국과 또 에스토니아 등 비회원국, EU, 또 유럽 의회 등 각국에서 80여 분의 그 고위 교육 정책 담당자들이 참여한 가운데 열렸다고 합니다.
그렇습니다. 그리고 교육개혁 집행상의 과제에 대한 대응이 주제라고 했는데, 그 각국의 교육 정책을 담당하는 분들이 모여가지고 이 교육 개혁을 실행함에 있어가지고 어떤 어려움이 있고 또 어떤 해결책이 있는지를 이야기를 나눠봤다고 하는데, 우리나라 입장에서는 참 좋은 토의가 아니었나 생각합니다.
그렇습니다. 이 실용정부 출범과 함께 교육 살리기에 지금 중점을 두고 있기 때문에 이런 실제적으로 우리 교육 현장에 어떤 것들이 필요한지 그런 아이디어를 교류하는데 아주 좋은 장이 됐다고 생각하는데, 교수님은 어떠신지요?
네, 실용정부의 교육 살리기는 절대 절명의 과제입니다. 우리 그 저소득층의 그 평준화를 한편으로는 아우르면서 다른 한편으로는 우리가 경쟁력을 제고시키면서 수호성 교육을 우리가 과감하게 해야 됩니다. 그러기 위해서는 우리가